Cliff, can you just explain that hot start for you guys? I mean, obviously historic. Just what you see there, and just how good did it feel to get to a hot start for once when you guys are getting behind lately?
Yeah, no, I mean, without watching the film, I felt like we had good readiness to play, good ball movement early, and then obviously Mello and Terry, just in the first quarter made shots, and then I felt at the other end, again, we had good energy, good readiness, but I thought Mason, with his talk, the way he organized the defense, the way he protected the paint, set the tone at that end. But the starters played well, and then when we brought the lineup and went to the bench, we got good contributions from everybody.
Then you mentioned LaMelo. I mean, I think he's leading the league in three-point makes since he's been back, and just he scored 20 points again tonight and doing franchise records out there. Just what are you seeing from him, the way he's able to lead you guys, not especially when he's hot, the way he is in three-point range?
Yeah, I mean, he's also 12 assists, no turnovers, which is, that's not easy to do, especially with a team like this that protects the paint. And I mean, look, he's come back here, and it only took him a couple of games, and he's playing at a super high level. So he puts a ton of pressure on the defense, and hopefully, we can go to Indiana and build on this.
And then just lastly, you guys held Giannis to single-digit points, which I believe the first time in I think 2 years since that's happened. What can you say about that effort on defense, and how are you guys able to do that tonight?
Yeah, I mean, he only played 22 minutes too, so that was a big part of it. But I feel like our guys had good readiness. I mean, it wasn't, he only took 7 shots, so it wasn't, I think a typical, obviously, night for him at all. And we did some good things. So that part I was happy. When we get our defense set, those are the nights that we've been better defensively.
Go ahead, Nick.
Steve, how encouraging was it, to see you guys play with that type of pace, but also, as you kind of alluded to, on the defensive end, have a game like that too at the same time?
Yeah, and to me, that's our challenge, right? Like that's, everybody has a way. You've got to have a way to play. You can make, I think, obviously small adjustments, or you have to, from game to game. But it all starts with what's your tempo. Like you want to have a way that your team plays best. And for me, that's going to be our team, playing quickly up and down the floor, which means, like you're saying, we got to get back on defense too and get our defense set. And tonight we were able to do that.
Go ahead, Skylar.
Hey, Cliff, I know you've talked about, winning games in the NBA doesn't always come down to the fourth quarter. I think that was a clear point to that tonight. Is that something that this team kind of needs to do more often? Obviously, every team would like to start strong, but for a team that's struggled to win games, does those strong starts help build confidence for a team that's kind of gone through all the ups and downs?
I think for sure. In my mind, I think that I believe in the last 5 years, I think that like 3 of the years, the third quarter's been the most important quarter, and in 2 of them, the first quarter. Playing from ahead, especially on the road, it's a huge advantage. So I totally agree with what you're saying.
And then also both teams shot, I think, 20 of 48 from 3 tonight. Just, I mean, how unusual is that to see that happen and have a 29-point victory?
Yeah, it's not going to happen very often. Yeah, I didn't even realize that. You're right. And, the one thing I did think we did better, especially in the first half, we didn't foul as much tonight either, which against them, is a key part. So, yeah, this will be one I'll look forward to watching the tape on the plane.
Anyone else? Thank you.